that I wanted to drop out of high school and move out, even though I had nowhere else to go because my father didn't want me. He wasn't in my life. And my mom, even though I know she loves me, she still didn't want me either. My name is Haylee Bearden. Hear my story. I grew up in a broken home, and my father left when I was 12 months old. And I think we were in the foster system for about a year, and then my mom got us back, but my older sister, her dad got custody of her. And then so it was just me and my older brother. As a kid, I feel like it was easy because my mom wanted us to have our imagination as long as possible because that's all we had. We had each other and our imagination. We didn't have all this stuff. We didn't have money or anything else. We actually got kicked out of our house and we had nowhere else to go in the middle of winter. So my aunt and uncle decided to let us come stay with them. And then right after 6th grade, I moved out of my mom's house. And we moved halfway across the country away from my mom. And that was probably the hardest thing I ever had to do. And unfortunately, I got around the wrong friends and I let them take a lot of pieces of me. And I completely lost myself and who I was. And that lasted for 5 years. I felt so unworthy that I wanted to drop out of high school and move out, even though I had nowhere else to go because my father didn't want me. He wasn't in my life. And my mom, even though I know she loves me, she still didn't want me either. The last time I spoke to him, I was 15 years old, and I did get interested in knowing who he was, but it didn't work out, and he left again. And just every time I feel like if I tried to have him back in my life, he would just leave all over again. He made me feel really unworthy. He's half the reason why I felt so unworthy, because he didn't want me. And then when I was 14 years old, he had another child and he really fought for her. And I was jealous of a baby, and I shouldn't have been, but I still wanted that and I didn't have that. So when I started going back to church, that's when God started showing up in my life, and I look back and I realized that he was always there. Even though I wasn't always there for him, he was always there for me. And whenever I completely surrendered myself and got baptized, that's when he started opening up all of these new doors for speaking, because he gave me the calling to speak. And when I surrendered myself, that's when I felt the joy and the happiness and the peace. And that's whenever I was finally able to forgive my father for what he did. For those of you who are struggling and feeling unworthy and going through what I went through or something similar to what I went through, I just want to say to hold on. You shouldn't feel unworthy because of what other people did to you. And don't lose yourself and don't lose your faith in the process, because it's going to get better and God loves you so much. You think you aren't worthy, he thinks you are. So just hang in there.